All right, what's going on, guys? Really, real quick video here for you. Not going to be too long, but there was a new system that was implemented sometime late last night, around 12:30 my time, where now we have horizontal tier pieces. I know this was originally rolled out on Thrall to start with, but we now have it on Area 52, and I'm super, super excited. Area 52 is finally getting a little bit of the attention it definitely deserves. But besides that, this is probably one of, if not the most impactful changes they've made to the game in quite some time. I know legendary random enchants and new spells and all that stuff is really, really good, but this this single update, I mean, for me personally, has probably opened up hundreds of new builds that I can try. Really quick, let's just show you what I mean. So the Keeper of Shatari heirlooms, either in Aldor or Scryer, has the traditional set, so you get like the tier 5 set, the Ascended set, all that stuff. But if you go down to this last drop-down menu, tier 5 tokens, you'll see something very peculiar. You can buy tier sets now with gold. Now, this is the heroic raid version. I do believe the normal's 500, heroic is 750, Mythic raid is 1,000, and Ascended is 2,500. Now, how this works is depending on how many tier pieces you've unlocked. You see I've got a couple tier pieces here. If you have unlocked the tier pieces, essentially what you can do is you can buy any tier set. You have to actually turn in the set. So what I'm going to do really quick just to demonstrate this is, let's see, I want the Ascended raid version of the same legs I'm using. Boom. Now I got the Ascended piece. Now if I go back to this drop-down menu, boom, there it is. So when you unlock the tier piece, this gives you access to more tier pieces. Now what I was able to do last night is, in my last video, the Astral Bomber, I was using my Resto Druid set, but I was able to actually just straight up buy, where is it? The Resto, or not the Resto, sorry, God, I'm so tongue-tied. The Balanced Druid set, and I was able to get like 2k more DPS. This is an incredibly powerful and really, really good change. Reason being is because it's going to allow newer players who just happen to get a couple tier pieces during raids. If you guys don't know, I host a pug every week, both heroic and regular flex, where we raffle off like a full set of tier 5. Basically, what this would mean is if you were the lucky person to win that, or just a couple pieces throughout the raid in a free roll, you would unlock all the builds possible, and that makes gearing way easier. Reason being is because if you have any kind of mythic gear, or say like the badge vendor gear, right? So if we just go to like let's see, sets and collections, we go to like the badge vendor, Burning Crusade, all this other stuff. If your build requires badge vendor gear and crafted gear, this basically means with like minimal effort, you can get full new builds going at a drop of a hat. It's super, super good. Me personally, on my Hunter, you know, I've been playing Hunter for like a year or more, and I'm getting kind of sick of it, if I'm being honest. But the thing was, I was locked behind having Ascended tier pieces, and depending on your raid and your group, you know, people still have main specs they have to get. So the problem was, it would take months and months and months of gearing to get a full new set. Now, if you want to maybe play an off spec for the night, you'd be like, oh, I want to play something new. You just grab, you know, whatever tier set you need. You head over to like the badge vendor here. Excuse me for the the slow flying mount. I haven't gotten epic flying on this guy yet. But you go over to like Garrus, right? And now let's say like, oh, you can buy any heroic piece. You buy some heroic pieces for badges. You go into the badge vendor, boom, you start buying other pieces. This is an incredibly good update, and I'm super glad Joda and Gray were there last night. We were talking a little bit in personal communication about, you know, prices and all this other stuff, about like the tier sets. And maybe Gray said he was going to talk to Dutch and potentially add tier 5 token pieces to prestige badging or prestiging. So now what that means is if you want to prestige with your friends and have caches and just speed farm, you have a legitimate way as a newer player who raiding might not be your thing, but you want some decent gear for open world content or PvP or whatever, or just to have fun. You could then get a group together and go do speed leveling and have a chance of getting set items. If they introduce that, it's going to open up so many more possibilities, because it's going to give a reason for higher end players like myself to actually group with lower end people and kind of help the community get more gear. Because if there's more gear floating around and more equally geared people, there's going to be more raids, there's going to be more dungeons, there's going to be more mythics. This is oh man, I can't even tell you how excited I am about this this change. And I mean, if we're not getting the rarity system, we're not getting any new spells for quite some time. I mean, this is going to tie so many people for so long, and I'm super, super happy. So thank you, Dutch. Thank you, Joda, and thank you, Gray, for putting this in, and whoever else was behind the team who thought about this idea. It's an amazing addition to the game, and I'm really, really excited to bring you guys like the 100 new builds I have access to, simply because I have more access to tier pieces. This is a rambly video. Let's go ahead and end it here, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below, all that stuff. I will see you guys in this next video, okay? Peace!